I didn't start it, but I definitely finished it moment. I've always wanted kids, but my wife Leah didn't. She'd say her job kept her busy and she liked her independence. I thought we'd get there eventually, and one day we actually did. She mentioned wanting kids at dinner, the car, and even when brushing her teeth, so we got right to it. A couple weeks later, she said she thought she might be pregnant. I was surprised it worked that fast, but she seemed so excited and nervous at the same time. I was too. I was finally getting my dream. But around that same time, she started acting weird. She'd end calls the second I walked into a room and disappeared on weekends for client meetings. When I asked her about it, she claimed I was overthinking it, would kiss me, and then change the subject. I almost let it go, until we were hooking up, and she whispered, "Robert." She froze. I froze. She laughed it off and said it was a coworker she had been dealing with at work all week, and he was getting on her nerves. I wanted to believe it for my sake, but something in me started pulling back, so I started searching. She held tight to her phone, so I backed up our shared cloud storage on my computer instead. There, I saw photos I had never seen before. Leah was with them, hugging 2 kids, and a man was standing with his hand on her waist. The timestamps were recent too. I continued digging, and found out Robert wasn't a guy from her work. Robert was her ex. They owned a house together in a small town about 90 minutes away, where he lived there with their 2 kids. She just never told me. And worse, the pregnancy wasn't some shared dream coming true. She had already been pregnant when she told me, and the baby was Robert's. But she couldn't risk me finding out about her double life, so she panicked and tried to pin it on me. The timeline would work if she just changed her mind and got to hooking up. I didn't confront her right away. I waited until after the baby was born. From the second I saw him, I knew. He didn't look like me at all. Still, I waited and asked for a paternity test. She freaked out and accused me of not trusting her, but I went ahead with it anyway. The test came back, and I wasn't the father. She begged me to stay, tried to talk about building a life together anyway. I didn't yell. I didn't make a scene. I called a lawyer, protected everything that was mine, and moved out a week later. She tried to fight for support, but she didn't get a dime. I wasn't on the birth certificate, and the test was clear. I walked away, not out of anger, but because I needed to remember who I was before all of this.